All right, here's an interesting concept, but let me start with this. I would think that most guys struggle with what to wear because they probably have too many random clothes, right? Because a lot of guys, me included, have hundreds, if not thousands of dollars of clothes sitting in our closet that we never really wear. So here's the concept. If you had to start over from scratch today, what would you buy? And not even that long ago, the Palisades wildfire came through Southern California and people literally lost everything. So if you had the money to replace everything in your wardrobe, like what would you get? But before you answer that, here's the catch. The catch is that every single purchase needs to be intentional. There can't be any wasted money on random stuff that like maybe you'll wear someday if you ever get invited to that thing. I'm talking virtually no waste. And so this is kind of an interesting mind shift, and that's what I want to talk about today. I want to cover the foundation of a basic wardrobe that's going to cover most all of the fundamentals. So stay with me. All right, because we're replacing basically everything, we're starting with underwear and socks, right? So stretched out cotton underwear is sort of a thing of the past right now, right? Nobody likes underwear riding up your butt crack. So if it's me, I'm looking for a synthetic cotton blend material in a trunk style. Trunks, in my opinion, are by far the best option because they don't ride up your backside and they don't slide up your legs. They also work on the majority of body types. Next is socks. I'm grabbing some black, blue, and like medium gray full-length socks and also some dark color no-show socks when I'm wearing loafers or sneakers in the summertime. All of these colors are going to work with the majority of what most of us wear on a daily basis. And I'm going to get into those colors in just a minute. Next, we have jeans. I would say you probably need maybe 2 or 3 pairs, right? One in dark wash, one medium wash, and then one possibly in like light gray or maybe even a tan. You decide. Jeans are just one of those items that's kind of non-negotiable because it's sort of the workhorse of your wardrobe. You're wearing jeans to dinner. You're wearing jeans on a date. You're wearing them running errands, and also you're wearing them to go grab beer and chicken wings with your buddies. Then we have chinos. Now this is just one step up from jeans, and if I'm buying a new wardrobe, I'm probably getting like 3 pairs. I'm getting khaki, navy, and light gray. If you want a 4th pair, I would probably go olive because all of these colors cover almost every situation. You can wear chinos casually with sneakers, you can dress them up with loafers, and you can even wear them with a sports coat or a blazer. It's one of the easiest ways to look put together without looking overdressed. Then we have dress pants. Again, I'm probably getting 3 pairs. 1 pair in charcoal gray, 1 pair in navy blue, and then another pair in like a light or a medium gray. Dress pants solve a big problem because it gives you something to wear when you need to be dressed up. I mean, life happens and you'll most likely be attending some funerals. You also have those business meeting obligations, holiday parties, and those celebrations at like nicer venues. And being the guy who has these key items in your wardrobe is being the guy who's always prepared. All right, now let's talk about shirts because this is where a lot of guys make the most mistakes. A lot of dudes buy way too many shirts they never wear, me included. So if I had to streamline everything, I would start with t-shirts. Now I know a lot of you guys know my aversion to t-shirts because I think it's basically underwear, but I'm being realistic here and acknowledging that t-shirts are a thing and they're popular. I would grab some white t-shirts and black t-shirts. That's pretty much it for me because it keeps things clean and simple. Now, this is where things get to be a little more serious because the next area that I would be spending money on would be polo shirts. I would buy navy blue, I would buy white, and also black. And honestly, those colors make up the majority of the polo shirts that I own right now. And one of the places that I would be buying clothes from is Collars & Co. They are a huge part of my wardrobe right now, and it goes way beyond me just doing some brand deals for them on my channel. I legitimately love everything they're doing. The brand solved a problem and built something amazing. Their signature piece is called the dress collar polo. Now this is a polo shirt, but it's got a real structured dress collar, not some floppy soft collar that falls apart and loses all of its shape after like 20 minutes. This is a proper engineered collar that holds its shape all day long. They went on Shark Tank a couple years ago, and Mark Cuban called them a game changer and invested $1 million, and they've been just growing really fast ever since. They even have physical stores now, and they've also been featured in GQ and Men's Health. But for me, what I like personally is just how nice and elevated everything is and how it feels when I have it on, including this dress shirt. The fabrics are all lightweight, there's stretch built in, they breathe in the heat, and they always look great. They've got casual pieces, they've got more elevated pieces, and they even have shorts, pants, and shoes. There is literally something for everyone. Guys, there's gonna be a link down below in the description to a special offer from Collars & Co. that's gonna get you a discount on anything that you wanna go grab for yourself. I wanna let you know that they're also running a Father's Day sale right now, and they're offering a free cloud cotton quarter zip pullover with orders over $300. I'm gonna talk about quarter zips later in this video, and these would definitely be a part of my wardrobe if I was starting over. Gentlemen, go check out the website and see all the new stuff they have. Use that link in the description and grab something for yourself today. Okay, moving on to button-up dress shirts. White, light blue, navy blue, and some type of muted like blue and white pattern. These 4 dress shirts are my personal workhorses, and I think you could survive on these 4 shirts for years. And for me, any other colors besides these 4 I think are completely optional. And honestly, I don't remember the last time I wore a dress shirt of any other color besides maybe black. Okay, let's talk about some additional layers because you're most likely gonna need some type of sweater if you're rebuilding your entire wardrobe. Here's what I would do. I would get a few lightweight crew neck sweaters in blue, burgundy, and gray. These are gonna be the most versatile colors. Then of course, I would get some quarter zip sweaters. I would go black, blue, and gray. Quarter zips are extremely versatile because you can wear them on the golf course, you can wear them on a date, and also at the office. I love the ones from Collars & Co. because they're lightweight enough to move with you and not feel bulky or restrictive. Next, we need some jackets. I would start out with like a lightweight bomber jacket in some type of nylon material. I think this is gonna be your lightweight jacket option. Then I would get a brown suede bomber and a blue suede bomber jacket. After that, I'm probably getting 2 sports jackets. I'm getting one in navy blue and one in medium gray. And again, because it's me, I'm getting some type of texture or some type of subtle pattern like maybe Glen plaid. Now we need to talk about shoes because a lot of us wear basically the same pair of shoes like almost every single day. First things first, white leather sneakers and black leather sneakers. These are basically the go-to casual sneakers that you can wear with jeans or chinos. And as far as white shoes are concerned, if you don't want like a white upper and a white sole, go for a shoe that has a white upper with a gum sole so it's not so bright. After that, I'm of course doing some suede loafers in dark brown and some type of light brown. Then I would do nicer, dressier leather loafers in brown and black. After that, for dress shoes, I would do some cap toe Oxfords in brown and black. These shoes are gonna cover like 99.9% of any occasion. Next is boots. I'm getting a pair of brown suede chukka boots and also some gray suede Chelsea boots. After that, for something a little bit nicer, probably a pair of polished brown leather Chelsea boots and then some type of black lace-up cap toe boot. Now after that, we need to talk about the accessories because you're probably gonna need a belt. Now the 2 easy options would be something in black and something in like a medium brown. Now the black one, that's easy, but I would take a look at the shoe colors that you have and probably buy like 2 different brown belts. One in a darker shade and one in a lighter shade so that you closely match the shoes and boots that you have. Now this one, I guess, would be optional, but if you're buying a complete new wardrobe, we need to include a suit or 2. Now, I don't think you need like 5 or 6 suits, but I would have at least 2. A navy blue suit and a charcoal gray suit. Now these are gonna cover your weddings, your funerals, and any business functions or any type of formal event. Everything else in other colors is sort of optional. Let me know if I left anything out or if there's anything else that you would like to add to this list. And as always, my friends, thank you so much for watching. Live well, and I hope to see you in the next one.